So Apple is about to do something they have never done in their entire history. Sell a brand new MacBook for $599. Not refurbished, not education only, not on sale. A brand new MacBook starting at $600. Apple, the company won't sell you a MacBook for less than $999. The company that charges $19 for a cleaning cloth, they are about to blow up their own pricing strategy, and the MacBook they are making is not what we're thinking about. Because here's what nobody is talking about. This isn't just a cheaper MacBook, it's Apple. It's Apple weaponizing iPhone technology against the entire laptop industry. But to understand what they are actually doing, we need to look at what's inside this thing. The processor in this $599 MacBook is the A18 Pro, the same chip that is in the iPhone 16 Pro right now. Not an M1, not an M2, the phone chip. This is the first Mac ever sold with an A series processor instead of M series. And you're probably thinking a phone chip in a laptop is gonna be slow, right? Well, here's the performance. The A18 Pro is only 8% slower than M4 in a single core, and it's 40% faster than the M1 that Apple is still selling in MacBook Airs. Multi-core, yeah, it's weaker. 8,300 versus the M4's 14,650. But here's the thing. For web browsing, for email, for documents, for video calls, single core is what matters. And the 18 Pro crashes that. Battery life 15 to 18 hours because it's built on the same 3nm processor as the M4. It's stupidly efficient. Windows laptops at $600 get maybe 7 or 8 hours if you're lucky. So yeah, a phone chip in a laptop, and it actually works, but wait, it gets better. Apple hasn't made a colorful laptop since 2001. That's 15 years. The last colorful Mac laptop was the iBook G3, and now they are bringing it back for a $599 MacBook. But here is what's insane. The chassis is aluminum, real aluminum, not plastic. I looked at every Windows laptop at this price. HP, Pavilion, Lenovo, IdeaPad, Asus, Dell. They are all plastic, every single one. Cheap plastic that flexes when you pick it up. Plastic that feels oil cheap. Apple developed an entirely new aluminum manufacturing process just to hit this price with metal construction. A $599 laptop with the premium materials in fun colors that doesn't exist anywhere else. Now let's talk about what you are actually getting. And here's why these things get complicated. The M4 MacBook Air costs $999, but it's on sale right now on Amazon for $749. So you can spend $599 for this budget MacBook with 8GB RAM and an A18 Pro, or you can spend $50 more and get an M4 Air with 16GB RAM, Thunderbolt ports, and a bigger screen. The math doesn't make sense, right? Except it does because of the three problems. Number one, 8GB of RAM in 2026. Apple just made 16GB the standard on every other Mac, every single one, and then they're going to release this with 8GB. For basic use right now, 8GB is fine, but in 3 years, 4 years, it's gonna struggle. Problem 2, the display. 12.9 inches LCD, 60Hz, no mini LED, no promotion, no HDR. Windows competitors at this price have 14-inch screens, some even have OLED. This display is the most compromised part of the entire machine. Problem 3, no Thunderbolt, just USB-C at 10 Gbps. One external display max. If you need fast storage, external GPUs, multiple monitors, this isn't for you. So with all these problems, why would anyone buy this? Because it's not for you. This MacBook is for 3 specific groups of people. Students. Chromebooks cost $200 to $400. They dominate schools 60% of K-12 education. But when those students graduate and go to college, they need a real laptop. Mostly they are not buying a $999 MacBook Air. They are buying $600 Windows laptops. A $599 MacBook in yellow or blue with aluminum construction and 80-hour battery life, that's for them. Windows 10 refuges. Microsoft killed Windows 10 support in October 2025. Hundreds of billions of PCs can't upgrade to Windows 11 because of hardware requirements. Those people need new laptops. And the $599 Mac is now an option that didn't exist before. Parents. A parent buying their kids' first laptop doesn't want a $400 Chromebook that feels like a toy. But they also don't want to spend $1,000 on a MacBook Air. $599 for a real Mac that lasts 4 years of school, that makes sense. And here's what Apple is actually doing. But if you are a student, a parent, or a Windows user switching to Mac for the first time, this is the best option Apple has ever made at this price. Because here's what this actually is. Apple hasn't competed in the budget laptop market for 25 years. They coded that entire segment to Windows and Chromebook makers. Not anymore. The $599 MacBook isn't just a product. It's Apple saying we're done letting everyone else on this market. And they are doing it with better materials, greater battery life, and better design than anything else at this price. The question isn't whether this MacBook is compromised. It is. The question is whether Apple can turn millions of budget laptop buyers into lifelong Mac users. And if the sales predictions are right, they are about to find out.